Ladies and gentlemen, it's time that we talk about Louis Farrakhan. The media in this country and many others have taken to the airways to drag this man. And I have to tell you, I'm not denouncing Minister Farrakhan. I'm not denouncing any Black man to put himself out there and defend the Black community. So when you say denounce Louis Farrakhan, I say to you, hell to the nah. I ain't never denouncing a man that has dedicated years and decades to defending Black people. I won't do it. There is something really sinister going on, ladies and gentlemen, in this country. We have seen 3 terrorists, one that murdered in cold blood, a planned out murder on Black people in Kentucky. And Maurice and Vicky, they're gone. We have seen the pipe bomb suspect caught, Caesar Sayak. And then there was the synagogue shooter that took out 11 people, primarily elderly people, up in a synagogue. None of these people that have terrorized over a 72-hour period came from the Nation of Islam. None of these people had any connection to the minister, Farrakhan. But ladies and gentlemen, they are trying to pull away from the people they should be scrutinizing heavy in the media, and they have turned their sights on attacking Minister Farrakhan. There should be no silent voice in our community on this one. The Nation of Islam and Minister Farrakhan is not responsible for not one thing that has occurred. But they have put this thing out in the media and it has gone tenfold. My question to you in our community is, why do you fight so hard against those that try to fight for us? Why are you afraid to push back when they tell you to denounce Minister Farrakhan? Why? Why? Does this man have a perfect track record? No. No, he doesn't. And neither do all of these people that are telling you to denounce him. They have no perfect track record either. In fact, their legacy towards the Black community is far worse than anything Minister Farrakhan has ever done. In comparison to them, he looks like a saint. Now, I'm always upset when our people allow outsiders of the community to tell you to denounce one of us. Let's go back and roll the clock back when Hillary Clinton, of all goddamn people, told Barack Obama to denounce Minister Farrakhan. Okay, now let's just take a step back. Hillary Clinton, who lobbied before Congress the 3 strikes you're out bill that has been devastating to the Black community, that is still responsible for the mass incarceration that's going on in the community. She lobbied that shit. And her husband, Bill Clinton, signed it into law. Hillary Clinton need to shut the fuck up. And he should not have denounced Minister Farrakhan. And then he spent the 8 years in office avoiding him. And Barack Obama should not get off the hook for that. You were going to denounce Minister Farrakhan, and the very people that told you to denounce him mocked your daughters, called your wife a man, called you a monkey, and did all kinds of nasty talk about you in the media. And they formed the Tea Party during your watch. These very same people that expected you to denounce Minister Farrakhan. Look at what they did and continue to do. In fact, wasn't it Joan Rivers, alleged Jewish woman, that said Michelle Obama was transsexual? But these are the same people talking about denounce some goddamn body? Now, here we got Mark Lamont Hill. Not that this thing has really been really strong in backing the Black community, because he's got his own agenda, ladies and gentlemen. He only cares about his own damn self. Now, as far as everybody else is concerned, denouncing Louis Farrakhan, honey, I look at it like this. They've been denouncing us for 500 years. So the fact that they are denouncing Minister Farrakhan is not shocking. They've been denouncing the entire Black community for 500 damn years. But this is what sickens me more than anything. When someone that looks like us go on a major platform and denounce Minister Farrakhan, that would cover for his ass If the plantation owners turned on him, Minister Farrakhan would step up and defend this piece of shit named Mark Lamont Hill. But he went on his platform to denounce Minister Farrakhan. That's what he did. And then they say anti-Semite. First of all, the word is not Semite. It's Shemite. Look it up in the biblical text. It is Shemite. And the fact that they say any Black person is anti-Semite is just downright laughable. Black people are Shemites. How can we be against ourselves? We should never allow them to call us anti-Semite. First of all, like I said, there is no such thing as a Semite. It is a Shemite. And we are not anti-Shemites because we are goddamn Shemites. That's what we are. How can we be against ourselves? Our forefather is Shem. There is no forefather named Sem. So therefore, there is no Semite. There is nobody in the biblical text called Sem. So there is no Semite. Damn you, Mark Lamont Hill. Damn you. And the same people that you're doing this for, you can best believe they will be turning on you. Your shelf life got an expiration date. All right. Now, there's one more person that took the opportunity to denounce Minister Farrakhan, and that is Keith Ellison. He came forward to denounce openly out in the media Minister Farrakhan. Farrakhan met with this man. And Minister Farrakhan has met with many of the people in our community and even people that were not part of our community. But Keith Ellison actually met with Farrakhan. But he came out in the media to say he has been done with Farrakhan since the 90s, but met with Farrakhan in 2016. But want you to know, Sunday he came out strong to say he denounces Minister Farrakhan. Ladies and gentlemen, how come we never hear These same people that are telling you to denounce Minister Farrakhan, how come they don't denounce anybody in their community? Even the ones that come out and say racist things, how come they don't denounce them? How come they don't go on the public stage and denounce people in their community? They won't. They won't. They'll just come to you with an excuse on why they're not going to denounce anybody. So why are you doing a denouncement of someone that has been a strong advocate in our community for people that have a legacy of financing chattel slavery, carrying out slavery, hanging us, burning us, cutting off genitalia, Jim Crow, burning down over 200 black towns, using mobs to go in and take down. And when these towns were very successful, but they claim you can't run a business, but those businesses were doing extremely well. And they came in there and burnt everything down. A legacy of Jim Crow all the way up. Jim Crow actually went on all the way up until the time of the civil rights movement. Really wasn't that long ago. They are responsible for the crack epidemic, mass incarceration, telling the black woman she couldn't have her man in the house if she was on any assistance, but they could have their men in the house and still do to this day. Mexicans that are on public assistance, they can have their man in the house. White women on welfare and food stamps can have her man in the house. Asians can have their men in the house. Yes, some Asians are on public assistance. I've been in the supermarket and seen Asians whip out EBT cards. I sure have. Everybody can have their man in the house and still get public assistance, except for the black woman. You get caught with that man in the house, they cut you off. They didn't do anybody else like that, but they did it to us. The same people that did redlining to us, forcing us into ghettos. The same people that cheer citizens and cops that kill unarmed black people. The same people that feel it is nothing wrong with them out here calling the cops for you just living normal life, are the same ones that want you to denounce someone. If anything, we should be denouncing them. Why would we denounce Minister Farrakhan? He hasn't done any of those things. He didn't pull the trigger at not one person over the last 72 hours, nor did he go and stand before the Nation of Islam and tell them to go out and harm people. So no. I'm not going to denounce this man. And those Mark Lamont Hill and Keith Ellison, Barack Obama, and others that denounced this man, you can all kiss my ass. If they don't denounce anybody, don't you do it either. Don't you do it either. You know, they stay on code. Even if it's a person they don't agree with, they stay on code. But that is one thing we have not mastered in our community. We will divide against each other over any damn thing and get mad over things that really shouldn't matter. But one thing your adversary will not do, they're not going to come before the Black community and denounce a goddamn person in their community. And that's exactly what we should be doing. Stop denouncing Minister Farrakhan in the Black community. Stop doing it. If they don't denounce theirs, you don't denounce yours. Period. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell. And I will see you on the next video. Damn you, Mark Lamont Hill and Keith Ellison. One thing you don't understand is these same people encouraging you to denounce Minister Farrakhan, they will turn on your ass at a drop of a hat. Peace, family.